Good afternoon and welcome to the Faulkner Sports Network presentation of the Faulkner JV Lady Eagles take on Blue Mountain JV Toppers at Tyne Davis Gymnasium. Our starters for the night for the Lady Eagles is number 14, Danielle Sager, freshman forward, 5'11", from Castleberry, Alabama. Number 20, Polly Glass, freshman guard, 5'7", from Rehoboth, Alabama. 21, Torrey Osborne, sophomore guard, 5'9", from Enterprise, Alabama. 33, Madison Sides, sophomore, freshman, 5'9", from Piedmont, Alabama. And 34, Maya Gatson, junior, forward, 6'1", from Shelbyville, Tennessee. And for the JV Blue Mountain Blue Mountain College Toppers starters are number 1, LaQuandria Standifer. Number 10, Moesha Pegues. Moesha Pegues. 14, Kylie Messingill. 22, Dallas Hewlett. And 23, Molly Smith. We are 46 seconds from the tip-off of our JV basketball team, or JV basketball game. What do you think about today's game?
You got to think that Blue Mountain is really going to come in after they played Faulkner last time and it was a bad result. So you think they'll want to come in and bring the fire real quick. And as far as Faulkner Lady Eagles, after they played January 19th, they played Bishop State. You know, they want to come in fire hot, and also they want to go in for their 10th win and finish the year strong.
I agree. Also, doing your live broadcast tonight, I am Hannah Caver, and with me is
Deshaun Bullock.
And
got us a good little crowd tonight.
yeah, it's a very good crowd for our JV games.
Very good.
Looks like our volleyball team is here to support 33 Madison Sides and 22 Courtney Barnes. For tipping off for Faulkner is 34 Maya Gatson and 23 Molly Smith. Torrey Osborne with the ball, passes off to 20 Polly Glass. She goes up, no good. Rebounded by 23. Gives it off to 14 Messingill, who brings it across half court. Passes it over to 22 Dallas Hullett, who dribbles the ball. Passes it out to number 10 Moesha Pegues. My bad, guys.
We'll get it right tonight.
It's going to come. Glass brings it across court, passes it out to Osborne. Osborne gives it down to Gatson. Gatson passes it up to Sides. Sides looks, dribbles, passes it to the top of the key to Sager. Sager gives it to Gatson. Back to Glass, down to Sager. Goes up, no good.
Just a little forced shot. Good ball moment, just 4 shots. Just got to get a stop now. Get the little nerves out.
Number 10, Pegues, throws it in. Pegues gives it to Sager. Sager brings it across half court. Passes it over to 22 Hullett. Hullett gives it to 23 Smith, who goes in for the 3, and it's no good. Osborne rebounds, brings it across half court, dribbles it all the way to the basket, and no good with the layup.
Looks like the ref going to let him play tonight. Might not be a lot of foul calls.
Looks like it was out on Osborne. Who's that throwing it in? Hullett. Passes out to Smith. Smith gives it to Pegues. Pegues gives it back to Hullett. Hullett dribbles, gives it to Standifer gives it to Pegues. Pegues gives it back to Hullett. Hullett shoots. It's no good. Rebounded by Glass. Glass brings it across half court. Dribbles it down, goes up for the layup, and it is good.
Yeah, that's a great
Score
move right there.
is 2-2. Standifer dribbles past half court, gives it to Hullett. Stolen by Sager. Sager gives it off to Osborne. Osborne brings it across half court. Passes it over to Osborne. Osborne to Sager. Goes up. No good. Rebounded. Well, was rebounded by Glass and hit out by, I want to say 23. Or I guess it went out on Glass. Smith throws it into Messengill. Messengill brings it across half court. Drives it into the basket and is blocked by Glass and Osborne. Looks like Glass trying to save the ball. Ended up going out of bounds. She's holding her knee, but I feel like she's fine. Maybe.
Not too bad to start off.
Hullett throws it into 23, and it is out on the Toppers.
That's just good defense by them to get the stop right there.
Sager throws in the ball for Faulkner. Passes it into Osborne. Osborne dribbles past half court. Brings it all the way down. Goes up for the layup. No good. And fouled. The foul is called on number 10, Alicia Pegues. It is Pegues, guys.
Now, that's the last name that I would not like to have because it would be hard to get it pronounced every time.
Osborne goes up for her first. It is good. Score is 3-2 Faulkner. Time is 7:23 in the first quarter. Period. Second one is no good. Rebounded by number 1, Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court. Glass adding the pressure. Kicks it out to Messengill. Messengill kicks it back out to Smith. Smith goes up for the 2, and it is good. Score is 4-3 Toppers. Osborne throws it into Glass. Glass gives it back to Osborne. Osborne brings it across half court. Trying to slow the pace here, I see, but dribbles, passes out to Glass. Glass goes up for the 3. No good. Rebounded by Hullett. Hullett drives it down across half court. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith goes up. It is good. Score is 7-3 Toppers.
Toppers really want to come out with the momentum, so they're trying to rebound after last time.
Agreed 100%. Osborne at the top of the key. Looks, passes it out to Sides. Sides dribbles it out, passes it to Gatson. Gatson goes up, and it's good. Score is 5-6 Faulkner.
That's just a good look right there.
Messengill brings it across half court. Passes it to Hullett. Tries to give it to Pegues, but it's blocked by Sides, and Pegues gets her ball, or rebounds her own ball. Osborne rebounds Pegues. Looks like she tried to go up. Osborne tried to go up and just lost it and threw it against the wall.
I think it got a little slap in there from Blue Mountain. Just a little slap.
L.A. Parker in for Polly Glass. Parker throws it to Ray Osborne. Ray Osborne gives it to Maya Gatson. Tries to go up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Molly Smith, who gives it to Standifer, who gives it to Hullett, who passes it down to Pegues. Pegues goes up. Rebounded by Standifer. Standifer is good. Score is 8-5 Blue Mountain. Glass at the top, not Glass. Osborne at the top of the key. Gives it to side. Side shoots, and it is no good. Rebounded by Sager. Sager gives it to Gatson.
Faulkner getting good looks. He's just not falling at the moment. But
Yeah, they're just not getting any baskets at the moment.
yeah, you're getting some good looks, though. Give him that.
Osborne gives it to Sager. Sager goes up, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Smith gives it to Messingill. Messingill gives it to Hullett. Hullett passes it out to Pegues. Pegues goes up, misses. Rebounded by Messingill, who shoots it back out to Standifer, who is called on a travel. Timeout Faulkner. And we will pause for a moment. This is the Faulkner Sports Network presentation of Faulkner basketball. Welcome back. Score is 8-5. Toppers. Time is 4:33. Trey Osborne coming across half court. On the floor for Faulkner is Osborne, Gatson, Sager, Parker, and Sides. Sager goes up for the three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Standifer. Standifer gives it to Smith. Smith goes up for a rebound and is fouled by Trey Osborne. On the floor for the Toppers is number 10, Moesha Pegues. Number 1, LaQuandria Standifer. Number 23, Molly Smith. Number 22, Dallas Hullett. And number 14, Kylie Messingill. Number 22 for Faulkner, Courtney Barnes comes in for Maya Gatson. The second free throw for Smith is good. Sager throws it into Parker. Parker tosses it over to Osborne. Osborne trying to find some ground, and she travels in the process of trying to get past two different defenders.
Blue Mountain actually just had good defense that time, applying the full court pressure with a full court 3-2. Actually haven't seen that one before. That's pretty good. Trying to get stops really fast and build up the score.
Hullett throws it into Messingill. Messingill brings it across half court, shoots it out to Smith. Smith looks, passes it back to the top to Hullett. Hullett dribbles, gives it to Standifer. And is fouled by 21. Did they say 21? Yeah. Trey Osborne fouled by number 21, Trey Osborne.
That would give her 2 fouls right there.
Mm-hmm. Polyglass comes in for Trey Osborne, and Kayla McKellen comes in for Madison Sides. Second shot is good. Sager throws the ball in for Faulkner. Number 24, McKellen gets the ball, who gives it out to Parker. Parker gives it to Sides. Sides passes it back to Parker. Parker shoots. It's no good. Rebounded by Barnes. And she goes up for the rebound twice and gets no baskets. But it's fouled in the process.
Got to give it to Faulkner. They're still getting good looks. They just got to knock down shots.
Barnes' first shot is no good. For Faulkner, 13, Carly Schofield checks in. Barnes' second shot is no good and is rebounded by Pegues, who gives it to Standifer, who dribbles it to across half court to the top of the key. Who gives it to Smith. Smith looks, passes it out to 25, Mary Frances Robbins. That's a new one that has been on. Score is 10-5, Blue Mountain Toppers. Time is 3:19 in the first period. Pegues shoots and it's no good. Rebounded by Schofield, who gives it to Glass, who dribbles it down, tries to go up, finds nothing. Rebounded by Francis, who gives it to Smith. Smith brings it across half court, kicks it down to Messingill, who is wide open, and Barnes tries to block it, and she can't find the ball.
Blue Mountain really coming out with momentum today.
Parker throws the ball in to McKellen. McKellen dribbles the ball, passes it to Glass. Glass dribbles, tries to find somebody. No one's open, passes it down to McKellen. McKellen gives it back to Parker. Parker tries to find the basket, goes up, and it is
that's
good.
A good look right there. That is great.
Score now is 7-12, Blue Mountain Lady Toppers. Pegues goes up for another ball. Courtney Barnes goes up for the block and actually gets fouled, but she looked like she was clean.
It looked like a clean block to me. Didn't see any.
I didn't see her exactly. I didn't think she touched her.
I think she got
She's
bailed
a
out
big
on that
girl,
one.
so I mean.
That's a big size difference right there.
Pegues goes up for her first shot and it is no good. I don't know how that happened. Courtney's all arms. She's not going to get in. She's just going to go up like she does in volleyball. She's just going to block it.
I think they bailed her out on that one. That was a clean block, but hey, you know.
Her second shot is no good. Rebounded by Smith. Smith tries to find it and is fouled in the process by Carly Schofield.
A lot of fouls called early in the first quarter.
Number 23, Smith for the Blue Mountain Lady Toppers throws it in to number 25, Francis, and is fouled in the process by Carly Schofield.
Might have got another clean block on that one as well.
She's also really tall. I don't understand.
That's a lot of length.
You're just adding length to a tall girl. Like, literally, that's all it is.
It's a lot of length on the floor.
First shot
that's
for
a lot of blocks.
Mary Frances Robbins is good. Score is 13-7 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the period. Second shot is no good. Rebounded by Maya Gatson. Gatson gives it to McKellen. McKellen brings it across half court. Who gives it to Side. Side shoots, and it is no good. Rebounded by Robbins. Who gives it to Messingill. Messingill looks, passes it out to Smith. Smith passes it down to Robbins. Robbins gives it back to Messingill. And they call Faulkner in the paint.
This is good defense right there.
Schofield gives it to McKellen. McKellen dribbles, tries to find a way past all the Blue Topper defenders. Gives it to Schofield, who gives it to Sides, gives it back to McKellen. McKellen brings it to the top of the key, gives it to Schofield. Schofield gives it to Gatson. Gatson gives it to Sides. Sides looks, no one looks for Gatson. Gatson goes up, and it is good. Score is 9-13, Blue Mountain Lady Toppers.
And Blue Mountain can't keep giving her that space. She's hit one already. That's another one. She'll hit them all night if she gets enough space like that.
Messingill brings across half court, gives it to Smith, who gives it to Haley Ross. Haley Ross goes up, it's no good. Rebounded by Polly Glass. Glass brings it across half court, dribbles it, tries to find somebody, and that's not a.
You would think they getting away with that call too.
Standifer dribbles across half court, brings it out to the outside, gives it to Messingill. Messingill goes up, and then she is fouled. by Polyglass. Looks like Mary Frances Robbins was injured just in that last play. It looks like when Polyglass went up for her rebound, or not her rebound, but went up for her layup, she just kind of kneed her and hit her, and they all fell. But there was no foul called down there.
But a clean block can get a foul called here. It's a little crazy.
Messengill gets ready for her first free throw, and it is no good. And for the Blue Mountain Lady Toppers is 14 Kylie Messengill, 10 Moesha Pegues, 32 Haley Ross, 22 Dallas Hullett, and number 3 do not have her on the roster. Polyglass goes up for her layup, and it's no good. 28 seconds left in the first period. 3 brings it across half court, gives it to Dallas Hullett. Hullett gives it to Messengill. Messengill goes up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Schofield, who gives it to Glass. Glass brings it across half court. Looks, she's getting Polyglass fouled by number 3. Still not sure who she is.
Number 3 just might not have a name tonight.
I don't know who she is. I would love to know her name. Glass throws it in to McKellen. McKellen looks. 6 seconds left on the clock. Sides gives it to Schofield. Schofield goes up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Ross, who gives it to Messengill. And the score after the first period is 14-9 Blue Mountain Lady Toppers. So what did you think of that first half? Or first quarter, first period?
Faulkner getting a lot of good looks. It's just not falling. And then on the rebounds, Blue Mountain really looks to run and do fast pace. And Faulkner, Faulkner on offense really wants to do a lot of pick and rolls, a lot of pick and pops. It's just if they stick with the plan, they'll be fine. They just got to get a lot more defensive stops. They don't give up a lot of offensive rebounds. They'll be fine. Just the looks just got to fall. They want to stay in the game.
So what do you think they can use to, what do you think they need to do to fix it, to get ahead? Because we've already beat them last time we played them at Blue Mountain. And it was, their score when we played them at Blue Mountain was 84-53 when we played them. Right now it does not look like it's going to be the same game, but it's still early on in the game.
Well, if the pick and roll it won't work after a while, they got to start trying to just get to the basket.
Coming into the second quarter or period. Is it a quarter or a period?
You can say both. Either
I
or is good.
I don't want to be wrong.
No, either
I've
or
always
is
heard
good.
it being called period, so I don't know.
Either or is good.
Number 22, Hullett throws it into Messengill. Messengill gives it to Standifer. Standifer gives it back to Hullett. Hullett looks down, gives it to Pegues. Pegues almost loses it to Gatson, but finds it again and gives it back to Hullett. Hullett looks and is being guarded pretty well by Sides. Sides goes up. Not Sides. 23. Hullett gives it to Smith, who goes up, and it is a good basket. Score is now 16-9. Osborne has the ball, brings it across half court. At the top of the key, she dribbles it down, goes up for the layup, and it is good. She's also fouled in the process.
Give us an and one.
Score now is 11-16. Blue Mountain Lady Toppers. Number 21, Teray Osborne, is at the free throw line, getting ready for her first basket. And it's no good. Rebounded by Sager. Sager gives it to Osborne, who gives it to Glass. Glass looks, doesn't see anything. She brings it back to the top of the key. She dribbles it down, tries to find something, and it's no good. Fouled by number 23, Molly Smith.
Oh, they called it on the floor. It was actually a shooting foul, but hey.
Trey Osborne with the ball, throws it into Gatson looks, throws it down to Osborne, almost loses it, sides rebounds it, and shoots, and it is good.
Faulkner looking hot in the second quarter.
Score is 14-16, Blue Mountain Lady Toppers. Smith gives the ball to Pegues. Pegues dribbles down, throws it back out to Standifer. Standifer goes up, and her shot is also good. What they can do, Faulkner can do. I'm just saying we need to start picking things up here.
Have us a little back-to-back going. It's got to go some kind of way.
Osborne brings it across half court, gives it to Gatson. Gatson gives it to Sides. Sides almost loses it. Gives it off to Glass. Glass brings it to the top, then takes it back down. Then brings it back up to the top to Sager. Sager gives it to Gatson. Gatson almost loses it also. It's like, cannot grab a hold of the ball tonight. Gives it to Osborne. Osborne gives it to Gatson. Gatson goes up, and it's no good. Standifer rebounds the ball. Brings it across half court. Standifer dribbles the ball, looking for someone. Glass is defending her pretty well. Gives it to Hullett. Hullett goes up, and it is no good. Score is 19-14, Blue Mountain Lady Toppers with 7 minutes and 56 seconds left in the second quarter / period. Sager throws it into Sides. Sides gives it back to Sager. Sager gives it to Glass. Glass gives it to Osborne. Osborne brings it across half court. There's only one defender down there for Blue Mountain, and Osborne loses it off of her foot and is rebounded by Messingill. Messingill is fouled by number 21, Teray Osborne. That would be her.
3 fouls. Foul trouble is really killing the Eagles tonight.
McKellen checks in for Osborne. Messingill throws it into Standifer. Standifer gives it back to Messingill. Messingill brings it across half court. Messingill looks, dribbles, can't find anything. Gives it to Hullett. Hullett looks, throws it down to Messingill. Messingill gives it to Pegues. Pegues gives it to Standifer. Standifer dribbles it down, goes up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Polly Glass. Glass brings it across half court. Runs into Gatson. Gives it to Sides. Sides goes up, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Yes, Smith gives it out to Messingill. Messingill looks, can't see anything, gives it to Hullett. Hullett gives it to Pegues. Pegues goes around, dribbles around. Gatson goes up, no good. Blocked by Gatson, and then the ball is stolen by Pegues.
Had them a little hot potato exchange just now.
Foul was called on number 10, Monisha Pegues. Throwing in the ball is number 33, Madison Sides. Madison gives it to Glass. Glass gives it to, Glass gives it Sides. Sides gives it Sager. Sager gives it to Gatson. Gatson gives it to McKellen. McKellen gives it back to Glass. She looks, sees nothing, goes up again. No good. Rebounded. Never mind. Rebounded by Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court. Gives it to Hullett. Hullett gives it to Messingill. Messingill gives it out to Smith. Smith goes up for 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Pegues. Pegues gives it to Hullett. Hullett looks. Hullett goes up for the 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by Sager. Sager looks, gives it to McKellen. McKellen loses it, and it is stolen by Messingill.
And good hustle by Smith on that play just now.
Timeout called by Faulkner. Oh, no, timeout called by Blue Mountain College.
Right now, it just looks like Blue Mountain just wants it more than the Faulkner. That's really what it looks like.
It does. It looks like they want some redemption.
Definitely.
And, you also have to keep in mind that the Lady Eagles JV team does not have their head coach here with them, that he's actually traveling with the varsity boys team, and they have the assistant coach, Hannah Vest, coaching tonight. But, see, there's still the same talent on the court. I just do not understand.
It really is just who wants it more when it comes down to it.
You're right. You're right there. On the court for Faulkner is 14 Sager, 34 Gatson, 24 McKellen, 20 Glass, 33 Sides. And on the court for Blue Mountain is 14 Messingill, 1 Standifer, 22 Hullett, 23 Smith, and 25 Robbins. Hullett tries to find the foul, and she does not. Rebounded by Gatson. Gatson gives it to Glass. Glass brings it across half court. Glass is now at the top of the key. Gives it to McKellen. McKellen looks, throws it down to Gatson. Gatson goes up for the for the layup, and it is no good. Rebounded by Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court. She looks, gives it out to Smith. Smith's three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Sager. Sager gives it to Glass. Glass tries to get it to Gatson, but it is stolen by Smith. Smith gives it to Messengill. Messengill brings it across half court, passes it out to Smith. Smith throws it back up to Messengill. Messengill gives it to Hullett. Hullett goes up for the three, and it is good.
Blue Mountain really trying to live by the three tonight.
Score now is 22-14. Blue Mountain Lady Toppers. We'll pause for a moment. This is the Faulkner Sports Network presentation of Faulkner basketball. And we are back with 5 minutes and 4 seconds left in the second quarter. Sager throws in the ball for Faulkner. She gives it off to Sides. Sides gets it back to Sager. Sager looks over, gives it back to Sides, gives it to McKellen. McKellen brings it across half court, runs through two Topper defenders, brings it back to the top of the key, gives it to Sides. Sides gives it to Parker. Parker looks, throws it down, tries to get to Gatson. And there was a foul called on Maya Gatson. Did you see anything? Did she push her?
Barely touched her.
Messengill brings it across half court, gives it to Standifer. Courtney Barnes checks in for Faulkner.
Faulkner looking to come in a 2-3 on defense.
Standifer gives it to Smith. Smith gives it to Messengill. Messengill gives it to Hullett. Hullett gives it back to Messengill, gives it to Standifer. Standifer throws it down to to Robbins. And she loses it out on the Toppers. Courtney Barnes comes in for Maya Gatson. Nope, it was out on Faulkner. Hullett throws it in to Smith. Smith gives it to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Messengill. She goes up for the three, and it is no good. Rebounded by Courtney Barnes. Barnes gives it to to McKellen. McKellen gives it to Parker, who gives it to Sager. Gives it to Sides. Sides dribbles it down and is blocked by Smith. Hullett rebounds the ball. She throws it to Messengill. Messengill loses it. McKellen steals the ball, drives it all the way down to the basket, goes up for the layup, misses it, and it is rebounded by Standifer. Standifer brings it down. Courtney Barnes right behind her, goes up. It is no good. Rebounded by Smith, and it is no good. Then rebounded again by Sager. Sager gives it to McKellen. McKellen brings it back cross court. She gives it to Sides. Sides looks, goes up for the three, and it is no good. Rebounded by Hullett. Hullett gives it to Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court. This is just back and forth here, guys. Back and forth. Standifer gives it to Hullett. Hullett goes up for the three, and that one is no good. Rebounded by McKellen. McKellen gives it to Sager. Sager gives it back to McKellen.
That little slip up on the last one.
Yeah, she almost lost it. Woo. These people are fast.
A lot of running.
McKellen gives it to Sager. Sager gives it to Parker. She almost loses it. Almost goes over her head. Gives it to Sides. Sides looks. Doesn't go for anything. Gives it to Sager. Sager gives it to Parker. Parker goes up for the 3, and it is no good. No. It's 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second quarter. And for Faulkner is Polly Glass, and for Blue Mountain is Haley Ross. Messingill throws it into Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court.
Faulkner looking to stay in the 2-3.
Standifer gives it to Robbins. Robbins gives it to Messingill. Messingill gives it back to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Smith, and it is blocked by Polly Glass.
Yep.
Polly Glass brings it back across half court. She goes up for the layup, and it is good. But does that one count?
Yes, it will be an and 1.
Polly Glass at the free throw line, number 32 for Faulkner. Paige Towns is in now. Score is 22-16. First one is good.
Comes off successful for the 3-point play.
Score now is 22-17 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Standifer throws it into Messingill. Messingill gives it back to Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court. She looks, doesn't see anything, brings it back to the top, gives it to Smith. Smith gives it to, tries to give it to Ross. And she gets out of bounds. It is thrown in by Towns. Towns looks, gives it to Parker. Parker dribbles it down half court to Barnes. Barnes goes, and it is good.
Good little fast break play right there.
Score is 22-19. Standifer with the ball, bringing it across half court. Gives it out to Messingill. Messingill looks, doesn't see anything. Dribbles, gives it back to Smith. Smith gives it to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Ross. Ross tries to find something, goes up for a layup and misses and tries to find a foul, but there's nothing there. Rebounded by Towns. Towns gives it to Parker, and in the process of throwing it to Glass, Glass travels.
Gotta dribble. Gotta dribble.
Well, see, she had 2 defenders on her, so I don't understand how she's going to dribble the ball and run at the same time with 2 defenders trying to get the ball.
I think you got to try to do at least one, but in that situation, I don't think you're going to dribble between 2 defenders like that.
I just don't know how you do it. She was literally locked up on her shoulders. Messingill throws it into Standifer. Standifer gives it back to Messingill. Messingill gives it to Hullett. Hullett throws it down to Pegues. Pegues goes up for the layup, and it is no good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns gives it to Glass. Glass brings it across half court.
And that one made 3 straight stops by Faulkner.
Glass looks, goes up for the 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by jump ball? Yeah, we're just going to call that a jump ball.
Jump ball for sure.
Because it looked like Pegues and Towns were just going at it, trying to find it.
Towns just would not let up. She wants the ball.
Throwing in for Faulkner is Glass. Glass gives it to Sides. Sides at the top, looks, doesn't see anything, brings it, gives it to Glass. Glass is now at the top of the key. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Gives it to Parker. Gives it to Barnes. Barnes gives it to Sides. Gives it to Barnes. Looks, dribbles, tries to find something, goes up for the layup. No good. Rebounded by Towns, but is called on a foul. Looks like she just jumped on her.
Just over the back call. Just she had her boxed out, so that was a good call by the ref.
Standifer throws the ball into Messingill. Messingill gives it back to Standifer.
Blue Mountain looks to get one shot off this.
Messingill gives it back to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Messingill. Messingill gives it back to Standifer, who gives it to Hullett, who gives it to Messingill, who throws it across the court to Hullett. Hullett looks, doesn't see anything. Almost, Polyglass could have gotten fouled on that one. Went up for a three. It was no good. Rebounded by Courtney Barnes. And we are going into halftime now. Score is 22-19, Blue Mountain Lady Toppers. This is, we will pause with them. This is the Faulkner Sports Network presentation of Faulkner basketball. And we are back with 30 seconds before the start off of the third quarter. If you're tuning in now, just now tuning in, I am Hannah Caver with Deshaun Bullock, a.k.a. The Bullet, if anybody just wants to call him that. Coming out of the first half, Faulkner did do Faulkner and Blue Mountain, they were neck and neck with everything. The only thing that Blue Mountain did better than Faulkner was rebounds. They had 28 and Faulkner only had 21. The leading scorer for Faulkner was Polly Glass, and the leading scorer for Blue Mountain was Molly Smith. Each of them had 7 points. Throwing in for Blue Mountain is Hullett. Hullett gives it to Standifer. Standifer looks for someone, passes out to Smith. Smith gives it back to Standifer. Standifer throws it down to Pegues. Pegues gives it out to Massengill. Massengill gives it to Smith. Smith gives it to Hullett. Hullett gives it back to, or tries to give it to Massengill, and it's stolen by Teray Osborne. Osborne drives it down, gives it to Glass. Glass goes up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Gatson. Gatson goes up, and it is good. Score is 21-22. Blue Mountain Lady Toppers. Standifer gets ready to bring it across half court.
Faulkner going back into 2-3.
Gives it out to Massengill. Massengill gives it back to Standifer. Standifer gives it back to Massengill. Back to Standifer. Back to Massengill. Gives it out to Smith. Finally, we get a new name out there. Almost stolen by Gatson. Gives it to Standifer. Gives it out to Hullett. Hullett tries to go up for the three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Gatson. Gatson gives it to Glass. Glass brings it across half court.
Faulkner looked to take the lead after this one, if they can make the shot.
Trying to. They're trying to find those buckets.
Trying to. Shooting 25% right
Glass
now.
gives it to Gatson. Gatson gives it to Sager. Sager goes up, and it's no good. Rebounded and out of bounds on Smith.
That's really been a story tonight for Faulkner. A lot of great looks. It's just steadily not falling.
Yeah. Glass is throwing in, throws it out to Sager. Sager looks for somebody. Gives it to Sides. Sides brings it to top, who gives it back to Glass, who Glass is now is at the top. Glass looks, doesn't see anything, gives it back to Sides. Sides looks down, gives it to Gatson. Gatson kicks it out to Glass. Glass goes up for a three, no good, out. Like you said, they just can't find it tonight.
Just not there. They got to.
Hullett gives it to Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court. Standifer gives it to Hullett. Hullett gives it to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Massengill. Massengill gives it to Smith. Smith goes up for the three, and it is no good. Rebounded by Pegues. Pegues goes up for the layup, and it is good. Score now is 24-21. Blue Mountain Lady Toppers.
That's another thing Blue Mountain's been doing is getting rebounds all night. Just
absolutely. Glass gives it to Sides. Sides gives it to Osborne. Osborne gives it to Sager. Sager gives it back to Osborne. Osborne gives it to Sides. Sides gives it to Glass. Glass dribbles, tries to find an opening, goes up for the layup, and it is good. You know, I thought she was going to get called on that foul, but it was not there. It's all good.
Could have got that foul right there.
She could have. I really thought she needed her. Standifer gives it to Massengill. Massengill gives it to Standifer, who brings it across half court, who gives it out to Hullett, who gives it to Standifer, and it is stolen by Glass, and Glass goes up for the layup, and it is no good, and she was wide open. She rebounds her own ball, and now it is good.
And she makes up for it. She had to make up for it on that one.
Score is 24 all. We are now tied, guys. It's starting to get intense. Oh, JK. 25-24. Okay. 25-24, Faulkner, Lady Eagles. And it looks like there's a foul called on Danielle Sager. To be totally honest, I don't know what happened there. I was watching the score change. Looked over, and it was 24 all, and then it was 25, and I was like, never mind. Massengill gets ready for her first free throw. And it is good. Score now is 25 all.
We have a tie.
We have a tie, guys. We have a tie. It is officially official. Massengill goes out for her second free throw, and it is also good. Now it is 26-25, Blue Mountain Lady Toppers. Glass gives it to Osborne. Osborne dribbles, tries to find something, and is out of bound or fouled? What is that?
Blue Mountain got away with that foul. Kind of pushed out of bounds.
Yep. It's out of bounds on Trey Osborne. Hullett throws it into Standifer. Standifer brings it to the top of the key, gives it to Massengill, who gives it out to Hullett. Hullett gives it to Massengill. Massengill gives it to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Smith. She goes up and is no good and is rebounded by, why does she fall? Give it to Standifer. Standifer goes up and is no good. Rebounded by Pegues, who goes up and it is now good. Everyone is on the floor.
I don't know if it's
Sager
a slippery spot or what.
I don't know either. Sager gives it to Glass, and Glass brings it to the top of the key, who gives it out to Sager. Sager looks, gives it to Sides. Sides goes up for the three, and it is good. Score is 28 all.
There's a little bit of a deep three right there that brings the confidence up. That was a great shot.
They weren't playing very good defense in the beginning, but now they're playing phenomenal defense. Standifer gives it out to Hullett. Hullett gives it to Standifer. Standifer gives it back to Hullett. She dribbles, tries it. I'm pretty sure that was a travel. Gives it to Sager, blocked by Massengill. Massengill gives it to Hullett. Hullett tries to find something, gives it to Smith, misses it, stolen by Sides. Sides gives it to Glass. Glass brings it across half court, looks, goes, defended by 4 different Blue Mountain players, goes up for the layup and is no good. Stolen by Standifer. Standifer tries to find something, brings it back to the top. Wow, that was a lot.
That was a lot.
Standifer gives it to Massengill. Massengill goes up and is no good. Rebounds her own ball and goes up for a three and is no good. Rebounded by Sager. Sager gives it to Osborne. Osborne goes around. And there's a foul called on LaQuandria Standifer. Throwing in for Faulkner is Polly Glass. Score is 28 all with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in the game. Gatson goes up for the two, and it is good. Score now is 30-28, Faulkner Lady Eagles.
That's her third mid-range shot. She's been hitting it every time she gets a little bit of space.
Standifer gives it to Standifer gives it to Hullett. Hullett gives it to Pegues. Pegues is no good. Rebounded by Osborne. Osborne drives it down, and it is good. Look at that, Faulkner coming in.
Faulkner coming in hot.
I don't know what was said in that locker room, but they changed their whole mentality coming into the second half.
Coming out a lot more aggressive on offense, wanting to push the ball a lot more.
Standifer gives it to Hullett. Hullett gives back to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Hullett. Hullett goes in for the three, and it is good. She's been sinking them. She's got 3. Timeout for Faulkner. We will take a brief pause. This is the Faulkner Sports Network presentation of Faulkner basketball. And we are back. Score is 31-32. Faulkner Lady Eagles with 4 minutes and 29 seconds left in the game. On the court for Blue Mountain is Massengill, Standifer, Hullett, Smith, and Pegues. On the court for Faulkner is Sager, Glass, Sides, Osborne, and Gatson. Glass brings it across half court. She's looking, gives it to Osborne very nonchalantly.
Very smooth pass with it.
Osborne gives it to Sides. Sides dribbles, looks, gives it out to Sager. Sager goes out, gives it to Osborne. Osborne looks, throws it down to Sager. Sager looks, goes up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Hullett. Hullett gives it to Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court. Gives it to Massengill. Massengill gives it to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Smith, who throws it down to Massengill. Massengill gives it up to Standifer, who gives it out to Hullett, and I'm pretty sure that was a travel. Gives it to Massengill, who just launches it, and out of pure luck gets the basket.
Ooh. Hey, miracles are real.
Score is 33-32. Osborne brings it across half court. She literally chunked it with her back to the net. Like, she didn't even see anything.
pretty
Size
sure
goes
she
up
did.
for her three, and it is good.
Size really been hitting that three.
She is wonderful at the three-point line. She is wonderful. Score is 35-33.
It's been back and forth in the third quarter.
Standifer gives it to Massengill. Massengill gives it to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Smith. Smith gives it to Massengill. Massengill goes up. No good. Rebounded by Sager. Sager gives it to Glass, and there's trouble, and she loses the ball, and it is stolen by Standifer. Standifer brings it back down and blocked by Sager. Foul is called on Danielle Sager.
Standifer looked to throw her body in there to draw the foul.
She tried, but you got to keep your feet planted, and she just kind of rolled with it. Checking in for Faulkner is L.A. Parker and Courtney Barnes and Carly Schofield. First free throw for Standifer is no good. Score is 33-35 with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Standifer gets ready for her second free throw. And it is no good. Rebounded by L.A. Parker. L.A. Parker throws it out to Polly Glass. It is hit out of bounds by Faulkner, but I thought it went off.
I could have sworn Standifer it hit off Standifer's
yeah,
hand.
That's what I thought, but I guess it didn't. Hullett throws it in to, or tries to throw it in, and it bounces off Madison Side's back. Still not sure how that happened. Okay, Hullett throws it into Pegues. Pegues throws it up, no good. Rebounds her on ball, throws it up again and gets that ball. Score is now 35 all. Glass gives it to Schofield. Schofield gives it back to Glass. Glass chunks it over to Schofield. Schofield goes down to Parker. Parker looks. She could have had been wide, she's wide open, and she's no good. Goes
Might
for
have
that
got
three.
hit on that play.
She could have, but she hesitated. They're hesitating tonight. Smith gives it to Standifer. Standifer looks. Gives it to Smith. Standifer gives it back. Smith gives it back to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Hullett. Hullett gives it to Smith. Smith goes up, and it is good. Score is 38-35, Blue Mountain College.
The thing with the 2-3, Faulkner has to still guard the three-pointer, and Blue Mountain is really looking to shoot.
Glass gives it to Parker. Parker gives it to Sides. Almost loses it. Gives it back to Parker. Parker gives it to Glass. 1 minute, 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Glass gives it to Parker. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Goes down to Barnes. Barnes dribbles, goes up big, and it is good.
That is a great pass, great shot. Just a great play.
Score is 38-37. Blue Mountain Blue Mountain College. My bad, guys. I play volleyball. That's one of our teams. Courtney Barnes is at the free throw line. Checking in for who came in for Faulkner was McKellen and Osborne. Was Osborne on the end? Yeah. McKellen and Osborne. Barnes gets ready for her first shot. And it is no good. Rebounded by Schofield. Schofield goes out to Barnes. Barnes goes up big again and is fouled. Pretty sure she was fouled. Fouled by number 32, Haley Ross. Courtney Barnes back at the free throw line. Maybe we get second chances here. Maybe we'll make this one. And we do not. But hey, we got a third chance here.
Got another chance.
We could tie it up right here.
Definitely back and forth this third quarter.
On the court for Faulkner is Parker, McKellen, Barnes. And that one was no good. Osborne and Schofield on the court for Blue Mountain is Standifer, Smith, Hullett, Massengill, and Ross. Standifer gives it to Hullett. Can't see anybody. Gives it back to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Massengill. Massengill gives it to Smith. Smith goes up. No good. Rebounded by Osborne. Osborne brings it across half court. Looks. Doesn't see anybody. Brings it out. Kicks it down to McKellen. McKellen goes up for the three, and it is no good. Rebounded by Hullett. Hullett looks for somebody. Kicks it down to Massengill. Massengill gives it to, brings it across half court. Kicks it to the top to Ross. Ross gives it to Standifer. Standifer almost loses it. McKellen adding pressure. Gives it to Ross. No good. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes gives it to Osborne. Osborne brings it across half court. Goes up. No good. Rebounded by Standifer.
Might have got a little missed call right there.
Looks like we're trying to slow it down a little bit with 35 seconds left in this third quarter. Standifer brings it to the top. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Gives it to Hullett. Hullett goes up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Osborne. Osborne brings it across half court. She needs to look out for her surroundings because people are coming all around her. Goes up, and it is good. Score is 38-39, Faulkner Lady Eagles. 13 seconds left in the game, or not in the game, in the third quarter. Standifer brings it across half court.
Looking to get one shot off this.
Hullett tries to go up and fouls Courtney Barnes.
Barnes with the charge right there.
L.A. Parker throws it in for Faulkner. Courtney is wide open. Gives it to Carly Schofield. Carly Schofield gives it to L.A. Parker. And we will take a moment. This is Faulkner Sports Network with our presentation of Faulkner basketball. And we are back. On the court for Faulkner is Courtney Barnes, Maya Gatson, Terea Osborne, Madison Sides, and Polly Glass. On the court for Blue Mountain is Robbins, Pegues, Smith, Massengill, and Standifer. Osborne, Glass throws in Glass throws in the ball to Osborne. Osborne gives it to Glass. Glass gives it to Gatson. Gives it to Barnes. Barnes goes up, and it just jumps right back out of the basket. Rebounded by Massengill. Massengill gives it to Pegues. Pegues throws it across to Standifer. Standifer brings it to the top of the glass, or top of the key. Who gives it to Robbins. Robbins goes up and is good. Score is 40-39, Blue Mountain Lady Toppers.
Blue Mountain looking to bring the pressure this quarter.
Glass gives it to Sides gives it to Gatson. Gatson throws it to Barnes. Barnes kicks it out to Osborne. Osborne brings it to the top, kicks it down to Glass. Glass kicks it even further down to Gatson. Gatson goes up, and it is fouled by Pegues. Gatson at the free throw line. Her first shot is no good.
Free throws has really been a downfall with shooting 22% this whole night. With Blue Mountain shooting 42%. So big difference.
Second one is no good, rebounded by Robbins. Robbins gives it to Massengill. Massengill gives it to Standifer. Standifer brings it to the top of the key. Kicks it out to Massengill, kicks it back up to Standifer. Standifer throws it down to Robbins. Robbins throws it back out to Massengill. Massengill brings it top to Standifer. Standifer throws it to Robbins, who loses it and gives it, and stolen by Barnes, who gives it out to Osborne. Osborne dribbles it down and is fouled. No, not fouled.
Referee definitely letting them play tonight.
That was strange. I'm pretty sure that was a foul. Standifer throws it into Massengill. Massengill gives it to Standifer. Sandifer gives it to Robbins. Robbins can't find anything. Jump ball.
Glass looking to be very aggressive on that last play.
She does not want to lose, but who does? Nobody likes losing.
Oh, no.
Smith throws it into Robbins. Robbins goes up. No good. She tries to turn around and throw it off of Courtney Barnes' legs and ends up out of bounds. Anyways,
It's getting a little
Faulkner ball.
intense.
It's getting a little intense. They're trying to throw everything out of this basket right now.
Oh, yeah, fourth
Gatson
quarter.
throws it in the sides. Sides throws it to Gatson. Gatson gives it to Osborne. Osborne dribbles it down, goes up and over her head, and it is good. There we go. Here we go. These mystery shots coming out of everything. I feel like we are magicians on the court tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely a circus shot right there.
At the free throw line is 21 Teray Osborne. Everybody's tying their shoes. Shoe check, guys. Shoe check.
Got to make sure the shoes is tied.
Score is 40-41 Faulkner University. 8 minutes and 13 seconds left in the game. First free throw is no good. Almost rebounded by Barnes. Polyglass goes up and fouled by Ross. Polyglass at the free throw line now. Trying to bring an even bigger gap in between Faulkner and Blue Mountain. Glass goes up for her first shot, and it is no good.
Free throws have really been the problem tonight.
Second one is good. Score is 40-42. Ross throws it into Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court. Throws it down to Smith. Smith looks. Throws it back up to Standifer. Standifer looks down. Couldn't see anything. Gives it out to Massengill. Massengill gets it back to Standifer. Standifer throws it down to Smith. Smith almost loses it. Gives it to Massengill. Massengill goes up, and it is good. Score is 42-all. Polyglass dribbles it down the court. Can't see anything. Almost travels, but she doesn't. Osborne goes up. No good. Rebounded by Sides. Sides gives it to Barnes. Barnes goes up big, and it's blocked. But I'm pretty sure that was a foul, too. But it is fine. We're just going to let them play.
Two defenders right there. I'm pretty sure she got touched.
Sanderfield brings it across the court. Gives it to Robbins, who gives it to Ross, who gives it to Massengill, who gives it to Standifer. Standifer gives it to Smith. Smith goes up, nothing, almost loses it. And, it was almost out of bounds. No one was paying attention, and rebounded by Sides. Sides can't get anything, gives it to Barnes. Barnes gives it to Gatson, and we are now starting over, guys. Here we go. Gatson gives it to Osborne. Osborne gives it to Glass. We are getting aggressive, guys, even at our own players. Glass goes up, no good. Fouled.
Fourth quarter bringing down the intensity in everybody.
On the line, at the free throw line for Faulkner is Polyglass. It is good. Score is 43-42, Faulkner. Second shot is good, 44-42. Standifer brings it across half court, gives it to Smith. Smith looks. Glass with the pressure. Throws it out to Robbins. Robbins throws it down to Ross, and she just throws it up there, and it is good. Score is 44-all.
Ooh. Definitely get intense.
Yeah, we are throwing everything out. And apparently the refs aren't calling anything either. It's okay.
Yeah, eventually you got to call something. They can't let them play forever.
These girls are good. All of them were good. This is a tough team to play, especially when you beat them by 30 last time you played. Glass at the free throw line, goes up, and it is good. Score is 45-44, Faulkner University.
Compared to last game, this one has really been down to the wire.
Yeah, definitely down to the wire.
Blue Mountain definitely showing some
Second
fight.
shot is good. Score is 46-44. Robbins throws it into Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court. Standifer throws it to Massengill. Massengill back to Standifer. Standifer to Robbins. Robbins gives it Smith. Smith looks like she's going to shoot. Does not. Gives it to Robbins. Robbins shoots, and it is no good. It's like a bullet. Gives it to Barnes rebounds. Gatson gives it to Osborne. Osborne goes up over her head, and that is a lucky shot again. That is the second time tonight she has done that.
That circle shot is just working.
48-44, Faulkner University. Standifer, timeout, Blue Mountain College, and we will take a brief pause with them. This is Faulkner University, not Faulkner, Faulkner Sports Network presentation of Faulkner basketball. And we are back. Standifer throws into Massengill. Massengill gives it back to Standifer. Score is 44-48, Faulkner University, with 5 minutes and 22 seconds left in the game. Standifer gives it to Smith. Smith back to Standifer. Standifer to Massengill. Massengill to Hullett. Hullett loses it out of bounds on Osborne. She tried to steal the ball, but she couldn't get it.
Definitely good hustle by her, though.
Definitely a good hustle. Nobody wants to lose, so we're doing anything. Standifer gives it to Massengill. Massengill goes up and is no good. Rebounded by Gatson. Gatson gives it to Osborne. Osborne brings it across half court. Osborne looks, dribbles it down, goes up for the layup, and it's no good. Rebounded by Hullett. Hullett dribbles it across half court. She hesitated like she was going to pass it, but she didn't. Hullett gives it to Standifer back at the top of the key, and they reset up. Standifer to Massengill, to Standifer, Standifer to Pegues, who gives it to Hullett. Hullett to Pegues. Pegues goes up there, and it is good. Score is 48-46, Faulkner University. Polyglass gives it to Osborne. Osborne brings it down, looks, gives it back to Glass. Glass goes up, and it is good. Score is 51-46, Faulkner University. Standifer brings it across half court. Who gives it to Massengill. Massengill gives it to Smith. Smith throws it down to Pegues, who gives it to Massengill. Massengill goes up, and it is good.
Well played, well played.
Very well played. Glass gives it to Osborne. Osborne brings it back down, who gives it back to Glass. She brings it back to the top of the key.
Faulkner looking to stick with the pick and roll.
Glass gives it to, not Glass gives it to, Glass drives it down, goes over the basket, and that was definitely a foul. I'm just going to say that was definitely a foul. Goes over the basket, rebounded by Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court, gives it to Hullett, who gives it to Massengill, who gives it back to Standifer, gives it to Hullett. And now they're waiting, looking for something, but nothing's happening. 11 seconds left in the shot clock. Stolen by Glass. It was actually stolen by Sides, but Glass picked it up. And then Tereg drives it in, gets the basket, and also gets the +1.
She definitely looks to always finish when she gets to the hole.
She is fast and strong.
Definitely.
At the basket, not the basket, at the free throw line is Tereg Osborne. Shot no good. Rebounded by Pegues. Pegues gets it to Standifer. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left in the game. With scores 48-53 Faulkner University. Standifer at the top of the key, gives it to Massengill, gets it back to Standifer. It's like hot potato. Ain't nobody want to touch this ball. Back to Massengill, back to Standifer.
Definitely hot potato.
Massengill goes up for the 3, and it is good. Score is 51-53 Faulkner University. Trey Osborne goes in for a 3-pointer. No good. Almost rebounded by, it's rebounded by Smith. It's rebounded by Smith. Smith gives it to Standifer.
Osborne has a different look, trying to get all the hustle points she can.
Standifer dribbles, gives it to Hullett. Hullett gives it to Pegues. Pegues give it to Standifer. Standifer drives it in, and it is no good. Rebounded by Gatson. Gatson gives it to Glass. Glass brings it across half court. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in the game. Glass gives it to Sides. Sides looks, throws it down to Gatson. Gatson gives it out to Barnes. Barnes almost loses it, goes up big, and is good. Score is 55-51 Faulkner University. 1 minute, 52 seconds left in the game. Pegues throws it into Standifer. Standifer brings it across half court, which is slowing down the pace a little bit. Not used to that. I'm just used to yelling it.
Faulkner definitely looking to stay in the 2-3. It's really worked the whole time since they've gotten in it.
Something they're really comfortable with. Hullett with the ball now.
Ooh.
Travel, foul, travel. Jump ball.
She definitely walked all the way back to Mississippi with that one.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely. Foul called on Courtney Barnes, but
No,
well, I mean, we're not refs, but we're just saying.
I saw about 5 steps.
Shoot, they were confused on what they were doing. Everyone's confused. The crowd's getting angry. Everyone's getting pretty angry.
And they're giving her a shooting foul, but she never even shot the ball.
Everyone's mad. She is Hullett at the free throw line going up, and it is no good.
Like Coach said, ball don't lie.
Score is 55-51. Minute, 31 seconds left in the game. Hullett's second shot is no good. And rebounded by Massengill. Massengill goes up, no good. Stolen by Sides. Sides brings it, or tries to bring across half court. Gives it to Osborne. Slow down is what they keep saying. Slow down, Osborne. But no, keep going, because he definitely got it.
Keep the lead going and trying to build up a lead.
57-51 is score. Faulkner University with 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the game. Standifer brings it across half court, kicks it out to Smith. Smith tries to go up for the 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by Osborne. Osborne dribbles it across half court. Oh, almost loses it. Kicked so many times, and it is out on Blue Mountain.
We just got people falling down like bowling pins.
The ball was kicked so many different times. I don't actually know what to do with that. I thought that was you can't kick the ball, right?
You cannot kick the ball.
It was definitely kicked. Everybody's trying to get in position over here. Glass throws in the ball to Gatson. Gatson looks, tries to drive it in, no good. Rebounded by Barnes, and it is a jump ball in. Pegues throws Barnes on the ground. And then Pegues lands on top of the ball. But I'm pretty sure.
Faulkner ball.
Faulkner ball. Yep, Faulkner ball. Here we go. That's how you play some aggressive.
That is aggressive right there.
That's some aggressive basketball right there. Score is 57-51 with 51 seconds left in the game. Timeout, White. And we were going to take the timeout with them. This is Faulkner Sports Network presentation of Faulkner basketball. And we are back on the court for Faulkner is 33 Sides, 22 Barnes, 20 Glass, 21 Osborne, and 34 Gatson on the court for Blue Mountain. 1 Standifer, 23 Smith, 14 Massengill, 10 Pegues, and if I can find her number, 22 Hullett.
Had a little confusion on the court. Tried to give it to Blue Mountain.
You know, just a tiny bit of confusion. The score is 57-51, 51 seconds left in the game. Glass is getting ready to throw the ball in for Faulkner. Glass gives it to Osborne. Massengill falls on the ground in the process of all this. And Glass is, and Osborne's three-point is good. Score is 60-51. Standifer brings it across half court. And oh my goodness! Tries to throw it out to Smith, and she was not there.
Faulkner definitely looking like a different team in this half.
Definitely looking like a different team. 40 seconds left in the game. Gatson throws it into Sides. Sides looks, throws it down to Barnes. Barnes gives it to Osborne. Osborne brings it back to the top of the key with 30 seconds left in the game. Osborne looks, dribbles, looks again, doesn't see anything, keeps dribbling.
And has to foul.
14. Massengill gets called with a foul. 2 shots for Osborne.
Osborne definitely looked like a different player this half after being in foul trouble in the first half.
Can you tell me what happened?
Oh, for them going to the free throw line?
Yeah.
They're in the bonus, so they had to foul on that one. So
yeah. Oh, okay. Faulkner is being way more aggressive this game.
Oh,
like
yeah.
this half of the game. In the beginning, they weren't pushing any shots. They were playing it safe. And I feel like this is determining the type of team they are.
They definitely looked mentally not there in the first half. And then the second half, I don't know what the coach said to them, but it worked. It really worked.
Definitely worked. We can come back out to Ray at the free throw line. Getting ready for her first shot. And it is good. Looked like it was going to fall out, then it fell back in. You know, the ball don't lie. The ball don't lie. Score is 61-51 with a 10-point lead. Second ball is no good. Rebounded by Smith. Smith gives it to Standifer. Standifer breaks it across, tries to drive it all the way down, goes up, and foul? Foul called on to Ray Osborne. Oh, is that her fourth? Is that her fourth foul?
That might be her fourth foul.
Yep.
That is her fourth.
That is her fourth.
Standifer kind of pulled a James Harden on that last play.
I'm pretty sure there was
Definitely traveled. Definitely traveled.
Yeah.
Definitely traveled.
First shot is good. It looks like a whole new team is coming in for Faulkner. The only one staying in is Teray Osborne. You know, JK, I lied. She is not staying in. Who is the only one staying in? Glass. Polyglass. There we go. I thought everybody else was coming off the line, but I lied. Standifer at the line. Goes up for her second shot, and it is no good. Rebounded by Polyglass. 20 seconds left in the game. Schofield has the ball. Gives it to McKellen. McKellen brings it across half court. They're telling her to slow down. There's not much they can do. Foul called on who? Who'd they call that foul on? Not quite sure who they called the foul on, to be honest. Oh, number 14. 14. They called it on 14. And for Blue Mountain is 14 Massengill, 23 Smith, 32 Ross, 1 Standifer, 22 Hullett, and for Faulkner is 13 Schofield, 24 McKellen, 32 Towns, 4 Zanisha Rhodes, and 14 Danielle Sager. Second one no good. Score is 61-52, 12 seconds left in the game. Do you think they're going to come back?
Definitely not. Definitely not. Faulkner really came to bring it in the second half.
I genuinely think it's going to be Faulkner's ball. Standiford throws it down to Hullett. 8 seconds left. 7, 6. Gives it to Standiford. Standiford throws it up there one last time, and it is good. She actually made that. 54-61 Faulkner University. And that is the game, guys. The final score is 61-54. If you just wait a couple seconds, I will be in with assistant coach, interim head coach, Hannah Vest, for an interview. I am Hannah Caver. This is
Deshaun Bullock.
There we go, a.k.a. the Bullet. I will be here. I will be interviewing Hannah Vest in just a second. That was one intense game, though. That was one very intense game.
That was really a great game right there.
Don't know. In the beginning, it was so much different than it was in the end.
Definitely. Faulkner in the second half came out ready to play. Started out a little slow in the second half, but then really built up and stayed in the 2-3. Osborne really in the second half was lights out. A lot of circus shots, good three-pointers. Glass also played, struggled a little bit, still played good. And then also what really stood out, Courtney Barnes in the post was really aggressive as well, and that helped out a lot. That also gives Faulkner 10 wins on the season, which is 2 consecutive seasons with 10 wins.
That is insane. That is crazy good.
That's definitely a great way to close out the season right there.
Looks like that Blue Mountain out-rebounded Faulkner 50-44. And I'm about to catch Hannah Vest, so everybody say goodnight to Deshaun the Bullet. I am here with assistant coach Hannah Vest, who is taking the head coach role for Joel Harrison. And I have a couple of questions for you. Okay. Overall, how did you feel about the performance tonight?
I mean, it was a rough start. We didn't play good the first half, mostly the third quarter. But I thought the fourth quarter we came out strong and knew that we had to get this win. And it was very important to all of us. I just think we came out the fourth quarter and we did that.
What do you think you should have done differently in the first half that you did differently in the fourth quarter?
I don't know what we could have done. I mean, we were just real sloppy, during our warm-ups, we wasn't sharp, we wasn't clean. We acted like, we didn't care, but we came out. The second half, I think we came out better in our zone, talking more, boxing out, and getting the job done.
Faulkner was hesitant in the first half. They would go in and then they would pull back out, and I would hear you screaming, go for it, and they wouldn't. Why do you think that happened?
I mean, I think they were nervous, honestly. They didn't have confidence in themselves. They were scared that they wasn't going to make the shot. The refs weren't going to call the foul, but, we came back out fourth quarter once again, and we showed them, we can play.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how much it frustrated the team that there was there weren't as many fouls being called. We were sitting here calling fouls for the refs, and we couldn't do anything about it.
I think that was one of our big things in this game. Our bench was getting frustrated too, just watching it. But I think we handled it, and we got the dub.
What do you think we improve? What do you think we can improve on after tonight? Leading into next year, what do you think can happen?
I mean, I think we will be a better team because we were kind of young this year. We didn't have a senior. I think they understand the roles that they play in the team, and, I mean, we just got to keep improving.
What do you think helped Faulkner tonight? Besides the refs, besides all the baskets that wouldn't go in, what do you think helped Faulkner?
Well, I think we got confidence, about 5 minutes left in the game. We were able to go in, get the foul, make the and one. Free throws wasn't our biggest thing tonight, but like I said, we overcame it. We got it done.
The stats say that Blue Mountain outplayed Faulkner. It says they got more rebounds, but Faulkner kept up with Blue Mountain the entire time and even won the game.
Yes.
How do you think that happened? Like, even though the stats say they beat us, how did Faulkner beat Blue Mountain?
Honestly, in my opinion, I think we outplayed them. You know, we handled it. We got the job done. My girls, they know when to step up and when to play, and this is what they did tonight.
Well, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
I am Hannah Caver, who just had an interview with assistant coach Hannah Vest. And we are signing out. The final score for the game was 61-54. This is Faulkner Sports Network with presentation of Faulkner basketball.